Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bradley Beal.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Outside Durant. Dunn outside. Durant against Randle. For 3, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Here's Conley. That one off the back iron and out. Booker looking around. A deep 3. Randle pulls down the board. Here's Randle. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns. Came out with a victory.
And in the last meeting, they were the better defensive team. They were the disruptors, causing turnovers all over the place.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Gobert with a screen on Beal. From 8 feet away. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. We talked about Kevin Durant and what his plan is for trying to contain him, and coach said, quote, "We don't want him to get into a rhythm. That's when he's most dangerous." I told our guys to get up in his airspace and make him feel the pressure. An aggressive approach, but certainly a wise one when it comes to a player like KD. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Beal. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him. You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Randle, good.
Letting Randle get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Booker, the pass to Richards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. O'Neal, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Beal. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Now here's Booker. Last game for him, he had 14. Durant finds Jones. Inside. And And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
So it's Minnesota now. Conley passes to Gobert. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, big man with big-time handles. Great work by Randall to create for himself.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Booker, the pass to Durant. DiVincenzo against Booker. Let's go with a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 8.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Edwards against Durant. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter here. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Durant. Down low. Gobert, that's good.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
The Timberwolves trail. On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. Now here's Clark. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
They now take the lead. Clark's gotten his first basket of the night.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Now here's Beal, covered by Alexander Walker. From downtown, and Beal hits it from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that two-man game.
DiVincenzo against Jones. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Beal outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
It's time for dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. You know what to do.
checked in for the Timberwolves. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Devin Booker comes in for Jones. Timberwolves trail by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance, and it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Here's Booker. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Basket counts. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
And the basket by Clark.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Beal outside. A minute 42 left in the second period. From 12 feet, here's Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
DiVincenzo against Booker. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Reed. Lots of room. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
He's out there on the corner to right squad. Who wants the team first?
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Bradley Beal. .103 left in the first half. For three, Booker. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Jones. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Edwards. 17 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Conley against Jones. Pass to Booker. just inside. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Suns ahead, up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
These are referee turns to center court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. One more, please. Remember to get the shot. One more time. Allow the ball for the participant.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look at the Suns, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And let's talk now about the first half in our game. Devin Booker been doing his thing.
I really like how he's playing so far, Shaq. I mean, he's being selective in his approach. Kind of the opposite of you, big fella, at the food table.
Oh, come on, Kenny. I've seen you scarfing down those vegan snacks. What is a vegan snack anyway?
There's no such thing as scarfing down and vegan in the same sentence.
And there's always plenty available. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the center. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Edwards. Beal with some nice D. Phoenix leading by 3. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
And the ball out of play. The Suns will have it. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Russell Westbrook and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, it's going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Now here's Beal. He's got 5. Now Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going for the lob. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And every offense works to create good looks. Here are the beneficiaries of that effort. The 4th spot held by Rudy Gobert.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The wily veteran drawing contact from the defender. Hard to outsmart Mr. Conley.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the night.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Now here's Booker. He's got 12 to the middle. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards looking for an opening. And that misses. That would have put him up. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 3.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
He's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
Pass to Richards. Here's Dunn. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Back to Booker. The 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. Durant's gotten his second bucket on the night. 1:14 left in the third. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. And a change for the Suns. O'Neal, he's checked in for Dunn. Now here's DiVincenzo. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Fires in the triple.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Here's Booker. They lead by 1. For 3, Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Randall outside. Back to DiVincenzo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Minnesota shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Dillingham's checked in for Clark. Plumlee's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Devin Booker. Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Durant, covered by Alexander Walker. On the wing, Durant. 9 points in the game. That shot is good by O'Neal.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
24 seconds left in the third. Randall with it. He's got 7. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. On target from range. Randall's got 6 here in the quarter. Three-quarters of play and a close one here. Phoenix out in front, up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And now let's take a listen in on head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing, keep moving the ball, keep cutting.
Coach likes how they're working the ball right now.
But as he said, it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Mason Plumlee out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's done in at the small forward position. Now here's Jones. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Minot. DiVincenzo on the wing. Booker defending to take the lead. DiVincenzo can't hit. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. With some arc, tipped. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
And it's Jones with the ball for Phoenix. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Some changes for Phoenix. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for O'Neal. And it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Conley finds Randall. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to be on Nick Richards.
Superior strength on display. Randall just refusing to let the defense slow him down there.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
The free throw drops for Randall.
In a close game, it's great to have guys you can count on to knock down free throws.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Misses the three. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs him.
Here's Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Randall inside, guarded by Durant. Randall can't hit.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. That sends Kevin Durant to the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Free throws good from Durant.
Those and one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth. And it's rejected. They push it up 4 on 3. Right side Booker. Up and over Conley. Booker no good. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Edwards. And he buries it.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Booker against Conley. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Mike Conley.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
That free throw good from Booker. Here's Edwards. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Randall. Count it!
You want Randall with the ball in his hands towards the end of these games. Prime example right there.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Conley against Booker. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings them within 1. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And now we've got an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Outside Durant. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Edwards. From the line. Count it!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can sign a Timber and put up a few buckets on this squad.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops, a tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Julius, it wasn't always smooth sailing tonight, but you guys got it done. How did you feel about the level of play coming down the stretch?
Absolutely amazing. You know, there's ups and downs of the season, but, you know, one thing is we're going to play hard every night and give ourselves a chance. So we did that for most of the night, but, you know, we did an amazing job staying together.
The effort certainly was not lacking tonight. Thanks, Julius.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Julius Randle.